listen, while we're all standing, this next speaker, we got two more speakers, both incredible speakers. This next gentleman, what I love about him is every ChiroFest that I've been to, he has been on the first, second, or third row, full of energy, shouting the place down. He has never changed. I know he's been in practice 31 years, loving chiropractic, has over 6 clinics in, I don't even know, over that way, the western part of Washington, practices in Vancouver, Washington, right near P. Reed. And Dr. Paul was telling me, this guy came in to speak to his philosophy group and ripped the roof off the place. So if you're not sure you can handle drinking out of a fire hose, I just want you to rub your face, get your face ready. I want you to get ready. Ready? You guys ready for this? Yeah. That's what I'm talking, just warming you up. Oh, you can't sit. I can't do it. I can't bring him up to your ready. Thank you. Thank you. You can't sit for this. Dr. Aaron Gillespie, thank you for being here. Let's give him up. He's not on Zoom yet, but he's
you go from notoriety, and we always fill my ballroom. The event is never small. The social pages say I've got the biggest balls on. Everybody, I've got big balls. I've got big balls. There's such big balls, and that Jazzy big balls, and he's got big balls, and she's got really big balls. And we want the biggest balls. Look, in a world where there's just so much pressure to conform, it takes cojones to tell the truth. Now, I do want to be gender neutral, though. So, which one goes? So when I say cojones, I'm not talking about testicles. I'm talking about courage. It takes courage to tell the truth. It takes cojones to tell the truth. So don't be a pussy. I mentioned I want to be gender neutral, so when I say pussy, I'm not talking, no, I'm just kidding. No. But seriously, don't be a pussy. You know what, in a world where people are seeking out chiropractic care for the quick fix, just to alleviate their pain and discomfort, that's just the tip of the iceberg, isn't it? And the effects of a subluxation are so much greater than the pain or the discomfort they walk in the door with. And the effects of an adjustment, so much greater than just alleviating their pain and their discomfort. If we only give them what we think they want, we'll become reduced to what they think we are. We're so much more than that. Chiropractic is so much bigger than that. I've known principled chiropractors that tell me that they don't even use the word subluxation when they talk to their patients. Because people don't know what it means. Well, no shit, Sherlock. How are they going to know if you don't tell them? We can't let them reduce us to just the tip. We're so much bigger than that. The world needs us for more than just pain management. We've got a message the world needs to hear. Now more than ever. And every day, you've got to decide who you're going to be in your practice. Handle the truth. You can either be Jack Nicholson from A Few Good Men. Let's try that again. Nope. You can't handle the truth. Or are you going to be more like Jim Carrey in Liar, Liar? And you're going to look over at your patient and say, "And the truth shall set you free." We need more Jim Carreys. As I said, we can't let them reduce us to just the tip. We have so much more of a message to share with the world. You know, I had a new graduate from the University of Western States come and apply for an associate position in my office. I had him
them come to my health talk. There was like 12 to 15 patients and guests, and at the end of the talk, I played this little 6-minute video clip of patient testimonials. Somebody had allergies that got better. Somebody had asthma, didn't need their inhaler anymore. There was a colicky baby. There was somebody that was constipated all the time, pooping normally again. There was this little baby, newborn baby, that couldn't latch to breastfeed. Their doctor had the audacity to tell this mom that her newborn little baby was allergic to her milk. Devastated her. The idea that her newborn baby was allergic to her just killed her. I gave that little baby boy his first adjustment. Mom and Dad take him out to the car. He latched with ease. Mom got to feed him for the very first time. He ate normally after that. 15, 20 minutes later, they come in with tears in their eyes and just give me big hugs. See, how are they going to know if we don't tell them? The end of the health talk, everybody was fired up. All of the guests made appointments to come in as new patients. People were like, it all makes so much sense. How come nobody told me? You guys have heard this, right? No. So I'm thinking this guy just heard chiropractic for the very first time. He's going to be so fired up, he's going to be begging for a job. So they all leave, and I looked at him and I said, so, what'd you think? He looks over at me with a real serious face and he says, yeah, I'm not buying it. I was like, what? Not buying what? Did you think those were all paid actors in those testimonials? He said, no. I went to the University of Western States and we practice evidence-based chiropractic. I'm like, evidence-based? What the fuck? Are you fucking kidding me right now? Are you seriously going to tell that mom that chiropractic didn't work because your school says there's no evidence? What the fuck is wrong with you? A lot of our schools are training chiropractic out of our patients, out of our students. Thank God for people like Ron Oberstein coming up next in schools like Life West. Yeah. You know, they say that you can't train the stupid out of somebody, but I've learned something. You know what I've learned? I've learned that you can train the stupid into somebody. COVID proved that to us, right? I mean, a lot of really, really smart people got stupid. You know, here's the thing, those kids aren't stupid though, they're smart kids. They go through 4 years of college, 4 years of chiropractic college, they're smart kids. The problem is, if you take a smart kid and you train the stupid into them for 4 years, it's hard to train it out of them. Sometimes you never can. You know, recently, I heard Patrick Gentempo speak, and when he talked about evidence-based, I loved what he said. He said, when I'm ever confronted with evidence-based, I just ask him, what would you accept as evidence? What a great question. We should all be asking ourselves that same question. What would you accept as evidence? I've been a chiropractor for 31 years, given over 1 million adjustments, thousands and thousands of stories, amazing stories. That's what I accept as evidence. To call bullshit to anybody that says that chiropractic doesn't work or there's no evidence. Bullshit. How many of you have some stories? What are your stories? They give you the certainty, the cojones, to stand up for chiropractic, to stand up for subluxation. What are your stories? I say, come into my office and tell Benjamin chiropractic didn't work. Benjamin was in one of the worst car accidents I've ever seen anybody walk away from. That truck sat on his face for 90 minutes before they got him out with the jaws of life. They put his face back together with plates and screws and told him, never let a chiropractor adjust your neck. When Benjamin got his first adjustment, I still remember this. He sat straight up on the table with his eyes wide open and he said, I see the light. I'm not lying, it was a little eerie for a second. I'm like, Benjamin, stay with me. I don't know that light. But no, seriously, he sat straight up, eyes wide open, he said, I see the light. See, Benjamin said after his accident, he lived in a constant state of darkness, a fog, with an overwhelming sense of constant fear. Look at what Benjamin said in part of his testimonial. He said, the fear has come out of me. And the most important thing is that I have the opportunity to see the light within me. That's chiropractic. So you tell Benjamin chiropractic doesn't work. There's no evidence. Tell Victoria chiropractic didn't work. Victoria had asthma. When she didn't need her inhaler anymore, she brought it in her office so we could put it on our wall. So you tell Victoria chiropractic didn't work. There's no evidence. Tell Susan chiropractic didn't work. Susan loved to dance. It was her passion in life. When she was 50, she had a stroke. Couldn't dance anymore. She walked with a cane, then a walker. They said by the time she's 60, she'd be in a wheelchair. I saw Susan when she was 58 years old, and when she was walking and dancing again without a cane, she brought it in so we could put it on our wall. So you tell Susan chiropractic doesn't work. No evidence. Tell Nancy chiropractic didn't work. Nancy had a connective tissue disorder called Ehlers-Danlos syndrome. It had progressed to the point where Nancy couldn't urinate. Literally could not urinate at all unless she self-catheterized herself. Imagine that. Listen to Nancy's story.
Hi, my name is Nancy. I'm 46 years old. I have been going to chiropractors since I was 14. I have been seeing Dr. Aaron for about 2 years now, and I have a rare condition called Ehlers-Danlos syndrome. It's a connective tissue disorder. I have trouble with my bladder, and it does not empty all the way. And if I do not come to Dr. Aaron on a regular basis, I am unable to go at all. And if I do come to him, I'm able to go normally. So I just want people to know out there that if you have rare conditions or bladder issues or even other internal issues, that I really believe chiropractic can help you.
So how does that work? All of Nancy's doctors told her her problem was with her urethra. Swear to God, I never once touched Nancy's urethra. It worked because of our principles. So you tell Nancy chiropractic doesn't work. You know, this last summer, I went through our storage unit and found boxes and boxes of old testimonials from the 90s, from the 2000s. Just amazing stories. I sat there and read them and gave me goosebumps. If you haven't done that, great exercise. Go back and read your old testimonials. It's awesome. I made a short list of just some of the things that got better from just some of my patients. I'll tell you, it'd be easier to find a list of things that have never gotten better from chiropractic. By the way, guess how many of these stories said, my back hurt, now it feels better? None of them. None of them. Now these are some of my stories, but they're not just my stories, they're chiropractic stories, they're your stories. Just different faces and names. I see chiropractors come from all over the planet, practicing all different techniques with the same stories. Asthmatics who don't need their inhalers, couples with infertility, having babies, colicky babies quit crying, kids with ear infections don't need the tubes, people with constipation pooping normally again, people with skin problems clearing up, you name it. When people get adjusted, shit gets better. That's chiropractic, it's that simple. Paul, I love your logo, by the way. Honoring the past, preserving the future. How are we going to do that if we abandon subluxation? How are we letting schools eliminate subluxation from the curriculum? This entire profession was founded on the principles of subluxation. It was founded on those three pillars: philosophy, art, and science. I personally love that we have a profession founded in universal principles that define who we are and what we do, that allow us the ability to master our art, which makes us all unique and different and creative, but then humbles ourselves to the principles with no attachment to the outcome. What a beautiful profession. But see, it's our philosophy that unifies us, connects us, levels the playing field. It doesn't matter what techniques or procedures you use, whether you got a tiny little practice or a great big practice, or just one person. Because it's our principles that make this beautiful thing called chiropractic work. Yeah, we've got some differences within our profession, don't we? We've got some people that consider themselves more evidence-based or pain-based. You got people that may consider themselves a little more philosophical or principled. But it really doesn't matter. When they give adjustments, chiropractic still works because of our principles. And sure, you've got the evidence-based chiropractor that gives an adjustment to the lumbar spine with the sole intention and purpose of eliminating their lower back pain and not affecting any other organs or systems in their body. And they're so masterful at their technique. They're so skillful that they can deliver that adjustment with so much specificity and arrogance to think that they can adjust the lumbar spine without affecting any other organs or systems of the body. Kudos to them. But here's the thing. Their patients start pooping better too. They just don't know it. Because they've got their head so far up their asses. No, I mean, their head so far buried in the sand, practicing with the blinders on, that they don't know when their patient starts pooping better. And their patient doesn't know that it had anything to do with the adjustment because the chiropractor didn't explain what a subluxation was and the effect it has on the nervous system and the effect that has on the organs and systems that the nerves control. The principle is so simple. Explain subluxation and innate intelligence to a 5th grader, and they get it. Why? Because it's simple, and it just makes sense. But if you fail to do that, when the patient starts pooping better, they think it must be a coincidence, or maybe they're eating better or less stressed, or maybe, just maybe, the medication they've been taking finally started working. It makes me sad that the world doesn't see the amazing things we see in chiropractic, in our offices. It makes me sad that we have chiropractors practicing for decades that don't see the amazing things that we see in our offices, that don't see the amazing things that are happening in their offices, because they're still happening in their offices, they just don't know it. We have to do a better job communicating what chiropractic is to our patients. It starts with that. You know, we're not in competition with ourselves in chiropractic. We're in competition with medicine. Why? Because medicine has an opposite philosophy. The medical philosophy is disempowering. Makes people feel like a victim of their health problems. It's based in fear. Takes away their hope. Doesn't even acknowledge that the human body is designed to be healthy. Chiropractic philosophy, on the other hand, is empowering. Makes people feel a sense of personal responsibility for their health. Takes away their fear. Gives them hope. It acknowledges that the human body is designed to be healthy. With chiropractic philosophy, if there's something that's wrong, we give an adjustment to remove the interference, the blockage, so the body can work better naturally. With medical philosophy, if something is wrong, introduce a chemical to target the nervous system, to target innate intelligence, to get the body to do something it's not naturally doing. The problem is, if you use a chemical to target innate intelligence, you can't just target one thing, you target everything. That's why there's so many side effects, right? You guys seen the commercials, haven't you? It's crazy, isn't it? There's always a commercial for some drug that's for some condition, right? It actually might not even be a real condition. It might just be a minor inconvenience. But this drug will have 50 side effects that are all 100 times worse than the problem they're trying to solve. It's always like, try new pansiazepine. For itchy, watery eyes, it's pansiazepine. Side effects may include nausea, vomiting, water weight gain, lower back pain, receding hairline, eczema, seborrheic psoriasis, itching, chafing, bloating, liver spots, blood clots, ringworm, excessive body odor, premature ejaculation, halitosis, scoliosis, loss of bladder control, pyorrhea, gonorrhea, explosive diarrhea. But that's not all. You'll also get hammer toes, The shakes, low sperm count, low blood sugar, eye boogers, immaculate conception. Warped floors, cluttered drawers, hunchback, heart attack, low resale value on your home. But there's more. You'll also have anxiety, sleeplessness, drowsiness, poor gas mileage, tooth decay, parvo, warts, unibrow, lazy eye, through flies, chest pains, clogged drains, hemorrhoids, dry heat, and sexual dysfunction. It's pansiazepine. Listen, I don't know about you guys, but I'll just have the itchy, watery eyes. You guys, honestly, we're being targeted. Big Pharma spends more than 99% of all their marketing dollars for direct-to-consumer marketing right here in the United States. Why? It's only legal here in New Zealand. And apparently, we're way more gullible. 2019, they spent $6.46 billion, leading 4.22 billion prescriptions. And according to CNBC, a Johns Hopkins study from 2018 said that medical errors claim between 250 and 440,000 lives every year in the United States, making medical errors the third leading cause of death right behind heart disease and cancer. I've also read, by the way, that over 300,000 people die in the United States every year from properly taken, properly prescribed medication. Now let me see you raise your hands. How many people believe that if they're reporting 250 to 440,000 deaths from medical errors, the number's likely a little bit higher? Oh, yeah. How many people believe that if they're reporting 300,000 deaths from properly taken prescriptions, the number's a little bit higher? So let's see you raise your hands here. How many people believe that if we had the accurate numbers for medical errors and properly taken prescriptions, it's likely that medicine is the leading cause of death in the United States? Here's the definition of genocide: the deliberate killing of a large group of people, especially those of a particular ethnic group or nation. When Big Pharma targets the United States of America with $6.46 billion leading to 4.22 billion prescriptions, making medicine the leading cause of death in the United States, that's genocide. Yep. That's our competition. Yep. Here's 300,000 people in a music festival. Imagine 3 times that number every year. Every one of those people has a family, a story. That's something that we're going to contribute to the world. Imagine, every year, 3 times that number of people wiped from the face of the earth. Next year, wiped from the face of the earth. That's our competition. We're in competition for philosophy, for headspace, real estate between the ears. B.J. Palmer said medicine is a study of disease and what causes man to die. Chiropractic is a study of health and what causes man to live. We can't abandon our philosophy. We can't abandon subluxation. It always makes me sad when I have new patients come in my office. And they tell me they've been to lots of chiropractors, but they have no idea what a subluxation is. They've never heard of it. And they don't know what the effects of a subluxation is. This entire profession was founded on the principles of a subluxation. We have to do a better job communicating what chiropractic is. The biggest and best part of chiropractic lies beneath the surface of the pain and the discomfort. That's where the big idea is. If you want your patients to love you and to rave about you and to tell their friends and family members and stay with you, and more importantly, perpetuate this profession, you can't just give them a tip. You gotta give them the whole enchilada. Do you know what I'm saying? And if we can do that, we won't just make a dent, we'll make a difference. Thank you.
Give it up for Dr. Alene!
I just want to make sure you know that there's no delusion here that this is my singing debut, but I just want to have some fun. And one of the things I do know is everyone, men, women, and children, love to sing about their balls. So let's do it. biggest balls of all. Oh, I've got big balls, everybody. I've got big balls. They're such big balls, and they're Cairo big balls. And he's got big balls, and she's got big balls. And we got the biggest balls of them all. Big Mama keeps on killing. We're calling them on their balls. And chiropractors adjust and adjust again. If you're lying on our tables, no one can take you higher. Adjustments unleash the power of innate fire. I've got big balls, everybody. I've got big balls. They're such big balls in their Cairo big balls. And she's got big balls, really big balls. We got the biggest balls of them all.
Let's go. Give it up for Dr. Aaron one more time. And I'd like to say that was awesome, friggin' awesome, brother. Thank you so much. We all having a great day?